Hey, 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 good morning. Happy Thursday. Cheers. So I'm up, and I've been up for a little bit. It's just been a busy couple of days. And I've been trying to get stuff done, and that's okay. So this morning I got up, and I really wasn't awake, but I went ahead and got in the shower anyway, because I needed it. It was... Sometimes when you have that Mother Nature thing going on, you just don't feel like getting in the shower. It's a whole lot of work, and it's gross, and even more gross. So today I decided to not be gross anymore and just do it. It happens. Sometimes you have days that are heavier than others in the Mother Nature cycle, and it's not fun to deal with a shower and everything else. It's just gross and it's not fun. So today I finally cleaned myself up and decided to get busy on what I'm doing. I asked someone's opinion, and I might ask for an opinion here, and if people give me an opinion, great. If they don't, that's okay too. I've already got in my head what I'm going to do. But I'm doing sheep today. There's my sheep that I finished up last night. And then I'm adding extra stuff today. Like stuff like that to make it look like a sheep. And so I have that one, and I have this one. I looked up pictures. I Google everything. I looked up pictures. So I have this one, which is like more separated circles, and I have this one, which is a continuous stream of circling. So, oh shit. Have to redo that one. That's okay. Here I am trying to curb my language. So I get paid on my videos. It's okay. But I'm going to actually take the stuff off of this one and now off that one and redo it. And it's just as simple as this. I'm taking my scraper right off. It's going right off of the cookie. Because it's already dried a little bit, and I did it, I don't know, about an hour ago. And then I went off and I did other things. Sometimes that bathroom will call you back to it multiple times throughout the day, especially if you're drinking your water like you should. And I do. I drink water, I drink coffee. That's about it these days. Every now and then I have a pop or something else, but generally it's coffee or water. See? All cleaned off. Nice and cleaned off. And then this one, I frickin' stick my finger in it. It wasn't completely dry. Do you see that in the middle? I stuck my freaking finger in it just now. So it's coming off, and I'll redo it. It's kind of satisfying to watch it all come off. There we go. And then this stuff will go back and go in the trash. It doesn't get reused. It doesn't go anywhere else. It just goes back. It just goes in the trash. Scrape it all off. There we go. All done and clean. There was a big honk out there. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is. Big truck. Something. I don't know. Anyhow, so I'm up and I'm doing this morning, and sometimes I'm more apt to be productive if I feel good. And sometimes I am productive even when I don't feel good. And that's kind of life, right? There's times, hey, good morning, Mr. Robinson. Sometimes in life, we don't feel good. We still got to get up and do stuff anyway. And sometimes we feel good and we get up and do stuff anyway. So, let's see if I can make trash. Jeez, I missed. Whatever. So, I had an idea of what I was going to talk about this morning, and it's completely escaped me. Because I've been back and forth to the bathroom several times, and yes, I wash my hands every single time. Actually, I wash my hands in the bathroom, and then I come out here and I wash my hands again, because I've touched things between the bathroom and here, like knobs and whatnot. So, either way, moving on, I'm going to do up some of these cookies right here, because people enjoy it. I guess. I don't know. Jeez, what was I going to talk about? You know what? Just, be easier on yourself. And it's just a daily reminder. Be easy with yourself. And sometimes it's not easy to be easier with yourself. I know this, but I've just posted a whole bunch of stuff. I got kind of lost in Instagram just a little bit ago. And so I posted a whole bunch of stuff in from Instagram on Facebook because I got lost in it. And I really feel like others could benefit from what I posted. And even if no one does, I don't care. I really, really, really don't. What I care about is if the right person sees it, and the right person is the person who needs to see it in the moment that it's posted, or in the moment that they needed to see something different to help them with their life, to do better with whatever they're doing. There we go. That's kind of easy. All pretty. And looks like a sheep. It's all woolly like a sheep. And now that will dry. Hopefully I won't stick my finger in that one. And I won't have to scrape it off. So, on a Thursday, get up and do something better for yourself. Get up and do things that, there are many times that I don't feel like getting up and doing the things that I do. But I get up and I do it anyway. I make myself... And sometimes it's hard to make yourself do things. I get it. I totally understand. Flip it around. There we go. It flipped around on me again. Whatever. Sometimes you just can't control how the icing is going to flip on you. Just flipped again. But I really am just letting it fall from the bag. Oh, it broke. And I'm making little circles with it. Put a little bit more up here, make it a little more fluffy. Oh, that's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. I was a little nervous about them because they're all white, and I was looking at pictures and trying to decide what I was going to do, and I couldn't figure out. And in fact, I asked one of my friends to help me make a decision on these and how I was going to ice them, because I couldn't decide. I mean, there was many decisions I could have made, but yeah, I'm going back over the other cookie. Leave it alone, Misty. Don't be an over-perfectionist. Sometimes we're an over-perfectionist, and hey, you too, Mr. Robinson. Sometimes in life, you're an over-perfectionist with things, and you worry about things a little bit too much, and that's okay. You can do that, but also learn how to let that shit go. Learn how to let that stuff go, so you can be happier for yourself. And no, we're not happy all the time. Not any given person is happy all the time. But what we do know, the happier people, we do know that, yes, something crappy might have happened, whatever. But also, we will get through it and move through it and be happier on the other side of it. So that's probably the biggest message I've got, is that if you're struggling with life and oh, well, this keeps happening and I'm not happy with this and I'm not happy with that, start talking about the things you are happy about. You don't have to be happy about everything in life, but there are things in your life that you can be happy about. So it's important to try to make a habit of finding those happy moments, finding the glimmers of hope instead of thinking about all of the trauma that you've suffered up to now. I could continue all day long to think about the trauma that I've suffered up to now. You know what it's going to do for me? Nothing. It's going to make me feel like crap, and it's not going to do anything for me. Ooh, that's good. That's good. It's going to keep on keeping on. There we go. Oh, so pretty. I'm so excited for these. So yeah, just get up and motivate yourself. And I know there's a lot of people that say, well, I just can't do that. Look, you make a decision every day. You can, and I even watched something else. I'm not going to go into what I watched, but it's basically, and I didn't even post it. It was like a post in Idiots in Public Places. And I was like, oh, that's horrible. Why would someone go out looking for hate? But there are a lot of people that wake up right out of bed and immediately they have hate, and they have hate for the entire day, and they have hate for entire things. And it's a decision you make every day. You can either continue to keep hating every single day, every single moment, I used to be a hater, and I hated every moment of my life because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know, there were aspects of life that I didn't know anything about, and I hated waking up and not knowing what to do next. I mean, I still wake up and I don't know what I'm going to do next, other than cookies or whatever it is, make money. Those are the things I know I'm going to do next. But also, I don't wake up hating the world anymore. And what's even better is when I help the husband wake up, sometimes he misses his alarm. And so when I wake up the husband, what's even better is he wakes up with a smile on his face. And he's like, "Good morning, I love you." That's the best way to wake anyone up, which I've not always had a good experience with. A lot of times when I've had to wake people up for whatever reason, they've been... So waking him up and him being a pleasant person after I've woken him up is a true treat. So I know that everyone can find their happiness in every given moment. Shit, I don't find my happiness in every given moment. What I do find is inspiration to get through whatever it is I need to get through. And move through it. And that's the biggest thing, is just to move through it. A lot of people say you need to control yourself, and a lot of people think that that means avoiding your emotions. And it's not avoiding your emotions. It's dealing with your emotions. Because no one else wants to deal with your emotions when they come out randomly because you didn't deal with your emotions by yourself. So get by yourself for a moment. Deal with your emotions. Sometimes being alone is a blessing. Right now, the husband is sleeping and the daughter is still sleeping because it's spring break. And so I'm alone. But I'm okay with that because I don't have to pay attention to anything else except what I'm doing. And sometimes that's what you need. You need to pay attention to what you're doing and, find those quiet moments where, and sometimes there are no quiet moments here. Sometimes as soon as I wake up, it's noise, noise, noise until I go to bed. And sometimes it's not. So find your quiet moments. You have two options every day. You can either feel lonely and be alone, or you can be alone and ecstatic that it's quiet and you can get your stuff done. And you have two other options. You can either wake up and say, "Oh, no one gives a shit. Why? Why doesn't anyone give a shit?" Or you could say, "No one gives a shit. What am I going to do? This is what I'm going to do. When no one gives a shit, this is what I'm going to do." And it doesn't matter if anyone gives a shit about what I'm doing or not. I'm still going to do this. And I don't know, it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do with life. So if you're, going through things and job after job, or just don't know how to handle the next moment of your life, that's okay. It's okay. We don't always know what we're doing every moment of every day. Sometimes you need to go through other things to figure out where you need to be, what you need to do. I randomly started doing cookies one afternoon. I just randomly made a batch of cookies, and that's kind of what started me on my, I could do this as a job. Of course, other people have laughed at me and told me I'm stupid and told me I'm wasting my time. And that's okay. That's their opinion. And you know what opinions are like, right? Absolutely. It hasn't changed over the course of anything. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one, and they all stink. Oh, man, that's so pretty. I'm so glad I decided to do that one. I'm so glad my friend suggested I do this one instead of the other one. This is much less invasive. The other one, I would make a circle, pick it up, make another circle, pick it up, make another circle, pick it up, make another circle, pick it up. And this, I just let it fall. And swirl. And, well, you know what? I'm going to leave it right there. Some of it went off the side of the cookie, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave it right there. Not even going to try to fix it, because it kind of looks good. Sometimes things run off the side of the cookie when I'm doing embellishments like this. This is a pretty stiff icing. I remixed my icing this morning because I didn't have very much stiff white icing left. So I remixed it and I made it extra stiff so I could do stuff like this. And so it's just a little bit harder for it to squeeze out. So, on a Thursday, find your own things to feel grateful for. Excuse me. And the things I'm grateful for today is that the husband's sleeping, the kid's still sleeping. Excuse me. My stuff has kind of cleared up, that I'm not dripping everywhere like I was yesterday. It took me a couple of hours to get started yesterday because I was like sneezing, not really sneezing, but coughing and blowing my nose kind of excessively. And I'm not today, so that's great. But I also got a shower and pulled all that stuff out and coughed it all up and spit it out in the shower. It is what it is. It's kind of, I feel like it's the winter coming out, the winter sinuses coming out and draining out and getting rid of it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. So find your own things to feel grateful for on a Thursday. It can be anything. Anything. Whatever is in your life that you're grateful for. And if you can't find anything, be grateful you woke up and that your heart's beating and your hands are feeding you and doing things for you, and even grabbing your cup of coffee or whatever you drink and drinking it. It's, you know, it really is the little things. Also, be your own magic, find your own magic. Sometimes we need to ask for help, and sometimes we don't. I asked for help this morning on deciding which sheet to do. And luckily, I got an answer pretty quickly, so I can get moving on. And if my friend wouldn't have answered, I would have probably asked someone else. Man, those look pretty. I'm not going to add any more. I'm looking at them, and I want to add more, but I don't want to add more. Put the bag down, Misty. So, also, be your own sunshine. Even if it's rainy and cold, and yesterday it was kind of snowy out, it's okay. You can still be your own sunshine from the inside. Well, but this weather, you gonna let the weather affect your mood? I mean, you can, but you really gonna do that? You're gonna let the weather affect your mood. You could let the weather affect your mood and be joyous that you're still alive and able to watch the weather even. It doesn't matter what the weather's doing. Don't let it affect your mood. The sunshine comes from here, not from some other source. You can be sunshiny because, ooh, I won the lottery, or ooh, I did this, or ooh, this happened, yay. You can be sunshiny for those things, but also be sunshiny before those things happen. So, yeah, so really that's all I got for today. Everyone has a great, lovely, amazing Thursday. Get up and do some things for yourself. It's just a daily reminder. Sometimes I feel more inspirational than not, and some days I'm not so inspirational and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But either way, get up and do something to help yourself. That's probably the biggest message I have every day, is to get up and be better for yourself. Even if it's a small incremental baby step, do it for yourself. Even if, well, I used to do this thing, but I don't want to anymore, then don't. You can make a decision at any given point to do anything you want and to change your mind however you want. So, I could go into that for another few hours, but I'm not, because I'm going to get busy doing stuff. So, I hope everyone has a great, lovely, amazing Thursday, and the weekend's supposed to be even more nice. I'm so excited for the weekend. Everyone have a great day. Misty out.